GSLifestyle card presentation, and we're so thankful for Miss Sharon Paris for initiating this call. And Sharon, you want to give us some words of invitation before we get going to this new group?
Pleasant evening to everyone. This is a really life-changing presentation you're about to hear. This is not just another call to give you network marketing. This is going to actually deal with a major problem that we have here in the Caribbean. And I really want you all to pay close attention. These gentlemen have taken their time to really come and present us and give us their personal experience that they've had. You're going to see videos of persons who actually use the card. But guys, in particular, those who are doing network marketing, I mightn't get the chance to say this again. So let me say it now. You might be in a particular platform right now, and you have persons, particularly in my country, Trinidad and Tobago, where we cannot get any fiat currency at all. And you will be able to offer those individuals packages from your different sites or your different network marketing opportunities, and they will be able to bring in the currencies into the different cards, and apart from that, they'll be able to exchange it right there. We can have business owners who can use this card. So the next time we have in a meeting, we want you to bring individuals on. I'm saying this now because I'm going to slip out at the end, but right now I want to bring Pammy over to my upline, a gentleman that I've come to love. I've known him for 5 years now. I also have on the other hand, our right-hand guy, Michael Aman. First, I'm speaking about Mr. Malanton. And these guys have been there with me through thick and thin for the last 5 years. And what I like about them, their patience. They are not only educators, but they are very patient with people like me. So I want to thank them for giving up their time. The questions were really running before, and the time is going to go fast. So let me hand over to you, Marlon. Thank you again. I don't get to say it at the end.
Thank you, Sharon. And I love Sharon. She is such a servant leader. There's some servant leaders, when the battle gets hot, you can't find them. But Sharon hangs in there, whether the battle is hot or cold or whatever. She hangs in there and she tries to bring deliverance to her people. And this what we're going to be presenting here today is a financial deliverance for many of us who are in this space, and for many business people who are looking for options because of the restrictions that are available or that are existing in Trinidad and Tobago with foreign exchange and cryptocurrency. All right, so you're going to be hearing some really exciting information. You're going to be hearing from Mr. Michael Aman. We're going to also have some other special leaders, such as Mr. Kina Bartholomew, who's going to pop in and share some information with you also that's pertinent especially to Trinidad and Tobago and the wider Caribbean area. Okay, we also have many leaders from our parent company, GS Partners, who are on the call also, and they are also here with us. And we've also had some contingents from our diaspora in the United States and other places around the world who have popped into the call also. Okay, but we're going to start out with 2 videos just to give you an introduction of what we're talking about, and the bulk of the presentation will be done by Mr. Michael Aman, and then we will open up the floor for questions. So I know some of you type your questions in while the presentation is going on, but keep your questions and we'll give you an opportunity to come live and ask, and we'll try to answer your questions. Okay, so hold on.
Introducing the most flexible crypto card in the world. 5 traditional.
Make sure 1 second, folks. I have a tendency to miss a step here, so let me make sure I have it.
Yes, we were hearing.
Oh, you were hearing? Okay. All right, great. Let me just put this back.
Introducing the most flexible crypto card in the world. 5 traditional currency accounts, including USD, GPB, EUR, CNY, and JPY. Currency exchange rates better than high street banks. Manage all your crypto and traditional currencies with one simple platform. Add funds to your account via bank transfer, credit and debit card, or crypto proceeds. Spend or withdraw your funds anywhere credit and debit cards are accepted. Exclusive plastic, aluminum, stainless steel, gold-plated, and solid gold cards available. 24/7 global support in multi-languages. 24/7 professional concierge services. Up to 40% discounts on hotel and travel. Instant rewards from high street retailers. Fast delivery to over 100 countries. Order your GSLifestyle card today.
So I want to give a special surprise right now. And as much as we spoke about the card, you heard about the card, going through some of the back office, and I'm going through some of the back office as well. But I want to give you a quick surprise. And to give you that surprise, I'm going to have to stop the share a little bit. This is the surprise that I have for everyone. Today, this morning, last week, by the way, as the card was released, I went ahead and I placed an order for my debit card. And look what came in the mail today. I got a package. I got a FedEx package. I got a FedEx package. What is in this package, pray tell? Is it what I believe it is? I don't know. It feels so. It feels so. Let me open this up and see. I'm going to open it up live in front of everybody, live on Carrot Tips and Tricks, so we can see. Notice last Friday it was ordered. The other persons I know who have ordered it on Saturday, on Sunday, even on Tuesday, and they received it today. What is inside here? It is an envelope. And the envelope open it here. It has a Gold Standard Partners logo, a Gold Standard Bank logo, which means this is, ta-da! I got my GSLifestyle debit card. Awesome. Awesome. The numbers at the back of the card, and the expiration date, and the CVC code, and everything. And it's a black card. Woo, the plastic card comes in black. I ordered the plastic so I can go through the experience of upgrading as time goes on as well. And it is valid through March 2026. 5 years valid. 5 years. This is incredible. And at this time, I would like to go through the back office because I would like to validate this card. Let's go through the process of validating this card. So I'm going to share my screen again. To validate, I would need to log into the card. To log into the card, I would need to go to my GS Partners account. Let me go to my back office, right? When you log into your GS Partners account, this is how you would get access to the card. I would go to my, on the menu, let me go to the GS Lifestyle and log into GS Lifestyle from my gspartners.global account. When I go to my account, I can go to log into my GS Lifestyle, right? Boom, let me log into my account. Okay, so in the account, I have a dashboard and then I have different tabs. And again, let me explain what this membership gives you. It's an account. It is not just a card. It's an account of which the card is one of the services. The account gives you access to different wallets. You have a US wallet, and in the other memberships, you would also have a Euro wallet, a Yen wallet, and so on, okay? So you can have funds in your US account. You can send some to your crypto wallet. You also can send some to your debit card, which is what we're looking at right now, okay? Let me click on the card, which is the black card. And I did some testing earlier. Even before you get the card, you can send funds to the card. So when it is activated, you can use it. In my case now, I want to activate this debit card. And you're gonna see this live. Enter the last 4 digits of the 16-digit number found on the card. And my last 4 digits are 6833. And verify. And enter your password to activate. Okay, I put in my password here. Confirm. My card is activated. And you have seen it live, folks. You have seen live the activation of the GSLifestyle debit card. I can now use this card to make purchases. Hello, Michael Aman here with the GSLifestyle debit card. And this is the first time we're going to be using this in Reds. We're going to buy some lunch for a friend. And this is Reds in Coquille. If you want to get some good fried chicken as an alternative to KFC, you can come try Reds. And we're going to pay with this with the GSLifestyle debit card. Here we go.
Here you go.
Okay, thank you. Then the pin. And it's approved. Look at it. It's approved.
It's approved.
It's approved. Look, I have to pull out the thing. And the thing pull out there and it's approved. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's it. There you go.
That's it. Obtained with the GSLifestyle debit card. Get yours now. The ATM at RBC. And let's see how this works, shall we? With the GSLifestyle debit card. First time I'm using this in an ATM. Let's go. Put it in. Put in the pin. Card is initialized. Put in the pin. Withdraw cash. I'm just gonna take out. Let me see. Which one do I use? Let me try savings. Let's see. Let me take out, say, I'll take out 150.
Please wait while your transaction
Push
is
continue,
processing.
yes. It applies a US value of 550, which means I should have taken out more, but this is just for demonstration, so let's go with that. 550 US,
Please wait
in addition to
while
what
your
I'm taking
transaction
out.
is processing.
And yeah, card is out. And I got cash. So yes, the GSLifestyle debit card works in the ATM in Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you for banking with us.
Get yours. The GSLifestyle debit card is available in 169 countries. Trust me, I took the time to count each and every one. And out of these 169 countries, 23 of them are available in the Caribbean. You can look through this list, see if you are from there, see if you know someone from there. And this card can be a solution for one of the people there. Coming all the way from the Bahamas, going over to Bermuda, and coming all the way down to Trinidad and Tobago, and everywhere in between, you would find islands in here that support the GSLifestyle debit card.
All right, hold on. So that was Mr. Michael Aman sharing his personal experiences there virtually and recorded that for us. so that we can see the potential of what we have our hands on. And that's just, we just scratching the surface, folks. That's just the tip of the iceberg, as they say. So I want to introduce to you Mr. Michael Aman, my partner in business for many years. I'm based in the United States. I'm Trinidad born, and I'm often in my home country, but because of COVID restrictions, I haven't been for over a year now, which is really, really strange. But Michael and I, we talk almost every day, and he has a really, really solid grasp on what we're going to be discussing and the real life solutions that it presents to us in Trinidad and Tobago. And as we shared earlier on, this is actually our second call for those who just came in. We maxed out the last call, and we had to do a second call right after, so that other folks can get in and get this information. And one of the things we shared on the call is that this is a cross-pollinated type of experience, in that many of us are in different types of businesses on this call. Of course, Michael and myself and some of the top leaders, we are in GS Partners, which is the company that has brought this technology to us that we can use. But many of us are in different organizations, different companies, but we all face, especially in Trinidad and Tobago, we all face a similar problem. And Michael is going to expound on that, on the problems that we face, and also share with you guys a real life solution that we have in the GSLifestyle card. So Mr. Aman, it's over to you.
All right, thank you very much, Marlon, and truly appreciate those warm, kind words. I've known Marlon for a number of years, and yes, we have done some good business together. And of course, we are Caribbean people. We are Caribbean people, So this is not just about business. This is about family and about finding solutions to help others in the family, no matter which business you are in. So to save time, let's just go straight into the presentation. Okay, so I want to give a disclaimer first before we start the presentation. I just want to let you know that the information provided in this webinar is for awareness of the products and services offered by Gold Standard Partners. And in particular, we're looking at one product. There are other products, but we're just focusing on the GSLifestyle debit card product, okay? Any illustrations of earnings, and there is some earnings that can be made from using this product, any earnings potential are to be considered examples of what is possible if conditions are met, and it may not be typical of everyone, for everyone. Nothing in this presentation is to be considered as financial advice. We're just sharing information, okay? So what are some of the challenges that we experience in TNT? I'm sure everyone in the room who is in Trinidad and Tobago, you can relate to one or multiple of what I'm about to share here. What is the key challenge that many of us in business experience, especially the last couple of years? It is, of course, foreign exchange scarcity. They say we don't have access to US, we don't have access to euros. It is a challenge to get foreign exchange, okay? And this has resulted in different things. We have another directive that was released just a couple of months ago, where businesses who are importing goods have to pay import duties in USD. So this is an interesting dilemma. How are they going to pay import dues in TNT if there's a foreign exchange scarcity? It doesn't add up, okay? So it also leads to the fact that we have limitations. Now, this is another thing that doesn't add up as well. There are limitations on importing funds to local bank accounts. We have persons in business who may have foreign exchange in other accounts internationally, but to bring it into a local bank, they have to get permission. And sometimes they get denied permission because of the type of product that's being brought in. Some banks have a concern about crypto, some banks have a concern about Forex. And once they hear those words, they shut out. And these are not like drugs or anything. I'm just talking about straight normal business. They are told that they don't have permission to import funds into their local bank accounts. And also on the other side of things, there are limitations of sending funds abroad. Persons have family. Of course, we in Trinidad, we have family members and relatives, friends and businesses in many different parts of the world. And we need to send funds to them, and we are told that we don't have enough. There was a time my daughter had to go to the doctor, and I went to the bank and said, listen, my daughter is in the doctor's office, and I need to send her immediately $100. They told me, I'm sorry, sir, we don't have any US currency. They don't. This is because of the scarcity, right? Fortunately, I had a business card that I was able to send funds to her directly without depending on this situation, right? And that is some of what we're going to talk about. We have US limits on locally issued credit and debit cards. I know of one particular bank, I'm not going to call any names, but several banks have put limits on how much US transactions they can make on a monthly basis. In this particular bank, it was 500 US, which was recently reduced to just over 200 US for an entire month. Can you imagine that? 200 US for the month? How can not someone properly do business with that? And of course, even to get the credit or debit cards, there are strict requirements for persons to obtain these cards. Usually you'll have to have 2 forms of ID. And of course, this is not just the bank. This is of course auditing and FIU, other regulations and so on. You would need to have 2 forms of ID. You need to have a bank statement, a salary slip, and a utility bill, a lot of stuff, right? And even so, you're not guaranteed to get an account or to get a card. And even if and that being the case, there's also an increase. We like entertainment. A lot of people would get smart TVs and so on, put Netflix on their phone, Disney Plus. And to use these services, you need a credit or debit card. So if you can't get a card, how do you access these services? Many people will have to bum an account off of a friend or a family member, or borrow somebody else's credit card, which of course is something that's not recommended. Borrowing somebody else's credit card and getting their information to put into your account, that's something that should not be done. Okay, wouldn't it be great if they had access to their own credit card number? They can cover their own online services, all right? And then of course, there's an increase in the number of businesses that use crypto. They may use crypto to start in their business, and they may also use crypto to pay persons, right? So we need to get crypto to get involved in these businesses. So where do we get crypto? Some people may want to go on an online service, but when you go to register for many online services, you will realize that the TNT cards wouldn't work. They would say, because you're from Trinidad and Tobago, you're blocked. You can't obtain the credit cards in these sites. And even if you are able to register your card, when you're going to do the transaction, the local banks block you because they realize you're going to do a cryptocurrency transaction. So we have all of these challenges. What are we to do? Is there a solution? Well, I put it to you that there is one, okay? And in case anyone is asking about cryptocurrencies and the banks blocking people because they're using cryptocurrencies, right? There is no ban on cryptocurrencies in Trinidad and Tobago. The central bank, FIU, and Security and Exchange Commission, local, issued an advisory warning against cryptocurrencies, but not about cryptocurrencies. They're warning about Ponzi's. They're warning about companies that scam people from a lot of money, which is important, fraudulent schemes. And that is the warning. The warning is not about cryptos. And yet many banks and many institutions behave as if cryptocurrency itself is banned when it is not. So we have the issues there. But what is the solution? We are here to tell you tonight that we do have a solution. And oh, nope, the solution is not a chemical solution. This is the wrong slide. But the solution actually is the GSLifestyle debit card. This is a product that the whole world needs. It has all of the functionality of a debit card and more. You can buy, sell, spend, save, grow, trade, and earn cryptocurrency all with this all-in-one debit card and membership. Okay, the product features forex services, crypto exchange services, fiat wallet. You get one up to 5 fiat wallets. You get multiple crypto wallets. You can also get from the same service, from the same membership, travel, hotel, flight, dining, transportation discounts as well. You also get access to a 24/7 concierge service. And in one of the memberships, you can even get a personalized butler service to do things based on your behalf, right? There's a lot more. And if you refer this card, if you know of other people who need the solution, you can get an additional stream of income from people using just using the card. They get commissions when they obtain the membership on every monthly fee, because there is a monthly fee which we're going to cover, and you can even get earnings on every swipe. All right, this is really a solution not just to use the system, but also to earn by helping others to do the same, okay? As stated before, the card is available in over 169 countries around the world. Some of you may know persons around the world who may actually need to use a card like this. And in particular, it is open in 23 Caribbean countries, okay? And Caribbean country is more than just Caribbean islands, by the way. That's why Belize is on this list, Costa Rica, and Guyana. They're all considered part of CARICOM, the Caribbean community, all right? So you may know persons in these countries who may also need some type of a solution. You can reach out to them. Now, we're going to cover the card right now, of course. There are not just one card, there are multiple cards to choose from, okay? From a starter card, going all the way to solid gold. The starter is not a card really. The starter is virtual. You get a card number, you get an expiration date, CVC code, and all of that. And that is useful, of course, just to start. Some persons may not be able to afford a higher card as yet, or they may just want to test the waters. And they pay 10 US one time, there's no monthly fee, and they pay the 10 US, and they get to access the services of the card. They could still buy cryptocurrency. They could still transfer funds from one person to another and so on. They can use some of the benefits. So they get a teaser. And of course, persons can upgrade from one card to another at any time without, by just paying the difference. You don't have to pay the full price, okay? So the plastic card, the prices that you see here are prices that the premium members will pay. This would be the best price that one can get if one were to become a premium, take the premium membership in GS Partners. But that, of course, is not mandatory. That is optional. That's only if persons want to get a little something off, okay? Premium members in GS Partners will get 10% discount. The basic Advantage members in GS Partners will get 5% discount. Otherwise, the customers will get it at the full price, which you will see in the next slide, all right? So the plastic card, you can get it at for $20 per month to access all of the services. The aluminum card, steel and gold plated, is $35 a month, and the solid gold card, which comes, by the way, with about 60 grams of solid gold incorporated, and it's $500, of course, per month, but the first year is waived, okay? Now, why pay the difference? What's the difference with all of these things? One of the big differences is, of course, the annual limits. With the plastic card, you get a $500,000 US annual limit. The aluminum card, it's 750,000. The steel, it's 1 million. Gold plated, 2 million, and solid gold, 35,000. And I was speaking to someone this week, and they said they were interested in the solid gold card because they need to do a lot of transactions. But I said, you sure it's a solid gold? What about the price? They said the price, they asked me, Michael, what is 35,000? What percentage is 35,000 of unlimited? In other words, what other card do you know where you can spend $10,000, $20,000, $20 million in one transaction? Many cards don't give you that type of facility, not just the card, to be able to spend that from your account. This is really incredible, okay? So the people are willing to pay for these levels of facilities and services, okay? All right, and we're going to go into the details of many of these. And of course, as I said in the video, the validity of these are 5 years. And you pay one time for these cards. So it is not like $69 every 2 years or every 3 years, as it is the case with many other cards where you have to pay a renewal fee every time. You pay one time. And when the card is expired, a renewal will just be sent to you. You may just have to pay for shipping. This is incredible. This is really, really amazing. You have access to all of these services there. And of course, you get, in terms of the residual income that you can get from sharing this with others who need such a service, you get paid when people do a one-time setup. That is paid in real time. Whenever they register their card, you're not getting paid at every Friday. You're not getting paid at the end of the month. From the time they order their card, you get commissions in your GS Partners account. The monthly membership and on every card swipe, those commissions are paid on the 15th of every month. Can you imagine? For every card swiped, commissions are credited to your account. Amazing. And the credits are paid out on the 15th of every month. And how much times do people use credit cards online? How much times if people were to make a purchase online, how much times do they use a debit card? 100% of the time, right? Incredible. So the benefits, of course, for us, right? The card is valid for 5 years with free replacement, as I mentioned. You get a US account. You get a US account. The card is not just it's not just a card, it's an account. And the account can be loaded in 3 ways. You can load it via an existing credit or debit card that you may have in your name, of course. You may get it loaded from a wire transfer. You get wire transfer information in your account that you give to whoever you need to have funds wired to or sent to you. You just give that to them and the funds is wired to your account. Or you can, if you have cryptocurrency, you can load your account from there as well. So those are the 3 main ways. Of course, there's a 4th way. If you know somebody else who has a GSLifestyle card, they can send funds to your account as well. All right. Those are the 4 main ways. There's 0 deposit fees in inbound bank transfers. So if that person does send a wire to your account or you send a wire yourself, you don't pay any fees on getting it in your account, right? And even so, when you send in member to member, there's no cost to send from one member to another. I send you $100, you receive $100. If you were to try that with Western Union or Shopee, not Shopee, MoneyGram or those other services, I'd say, okay, good luck, try it and see, compare, all right? You have 1% to 3% outbound bank transfer fee. So if you do have to transfer from your account, yes, from your account, you can transfer funds to anybody's bank account. Once you have their SWIFT code information, their wiring information, you can transfer funds to them, okay? You can also transfer funds to anybody who has a MasterCard, credit, or debit card. It doesn't matter who the issuing bank is. If you know someone in Australia and you have some funds to send to them, you can transfer it from your GSLifestyle account, US account, or whichever currency account you may have, right? And crypto exchange fees as low as 2%. And you can get credit limits, as stated before, up to unlimited, okay? And you have expedited free delivery. This card was only made available to Trinidad and Tobago last week, Friday. That was the 9th of April. It became active, available for use in Trinidad and Tobago. Although the service itself was launched since the 1st of February this year, we are now able to get it approved for citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to apply for the card. And just last Friday, I ordered it. Other people I knew of ordered it on placed their order on Saturday, some on Sunday, some even on Tuesday. And they got it on this Friday, going the 16th, within 1 week. This is really, really amazing. All right. So you can upgrade at any time from one membership to another by just paying the difference. I covered that already. Okay. So we're just going to take a quick look at the breakdown, which I know some people may be interested in. What are the fees? What are the fees? Anytime you want to get involved in something, it's good to know the fees. Let me say, first of all, whatever the fee is, I would ask the question up front. What is the alternative? For many of these things that we spoke about, many of us don't even have an alternative. So the ability to pay to get some of these services is a blessing in itself. But the fees themselves are not exorbitant. In fact, some of them may be quite interesting. To start off with, the retail cost of the card. This is the true cost of the cards here without the 10% discount. The basic would be 79%, $79. Starter $10, basic $79, aluminum $435, stainless steel $985, gold plated $65.95, and the solid gold $38,500. Of course, you get the prices here by the basic and the premier. You get discounts if you were to get those. The GS Partners membership, if you were to take that out, where you get some additional benefits. But our focus is on the card tonight. The monthly membership fees for this basic is $20 US per month. For the aluminum, stainless steel, and gold plated, it's $35 a month. And the solid gold, it's $500 per month, but the first year is waived. Some persons may say, what? I have to pay a monthly membership fee? Right? I don't have to pay a monthly membership fee with the other cards I have. Well, the other cards you have don't do what this card can do, right? It's more than just a debit card, as I keep saying. Plus, I just want to let you know that the issuing company behind this card is a company called Club Swan. You can do your own due diligence, right? And to get the services such as the $500,000 credit limit annually, right? And the other services provided by the debit card, okay? That company gives you this card at a cost of $125, and the monthly fee is like $65, okay? So the GS partners really got a great deal with this card and this line of services, okay? Right, so with the basic card and the starter virtual card, you get a US account. With the accounts higher than that, you get 5 fiat accounts, and others may be added in the future. For now, it's US, British pound, euro, Chinese yen, and Japanese yuan. No, Chinese yuan and Japanese yen, sorry. My question is Japanese. How many of you know of persons who are in the roll-on, roll-off business? They need Japanese yen to conduct business, all right? So just putting that out there, it's a possibility for even that industry as well, okay? We get multiple crypto wallets. With the starter, you have access to Bitcoin. With the basic and above, we have access to at least 5 cryptos, with others that can be added over time. We have Bitcoin. Bitcoin is standard in all, okay? We also have access to Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and so on. Ethereum is available by paying a small network fee to add it. It's a one-time fee. And once that is added, you can add the other Ethereum-based tokens such as USDT and BAT and TUSD and so on, okay? So we have expedited card delivery as explained. We have account limits from $500,000 for the basic, 750,000 for the aluminum, 1 million for the stainless steel, 2 million for gold plated, and unlimited for solid gold. We have a daily card load limit. This is the card loading limit, not the account. This is the card loading limit, which is set, of course, by MasterCard because it is a MasterCard. Right, from basic to gold plated, it is 15,000 per day that you can load on the card, right? And if you have the solid gold, you can load up to $100,000 per day. The maximum ATM withdrawal per day, if you can go to the ATM machine as I have done, there are fees that is not coming out of GSLifestyle. The bank themselves will have their own fee. You'd have noticed, for example, with the RBC example that I did, they charge US $5.50 for any foreign-based transaction. When they convert to get it into TT, they charge $5 US. It doesn't matter the card because that's not tied to GSLifestyle, right? And other banks may have different fees. But the fees from within the GSLifestyle, if you were to withdraw, you can withdraw up to $1,500 per day, with the exception of the solid gold, where you can withdraw up to $200 and $2,500 per day, okay? Crypto exchange fees, these range from 4% for the starter to 3% for the basic, 2% for the aluminum and up, right? So if you need to exchange cryptos, it's also a small fee, right? The fiat currency exchange fee, if you have to exchange fiat from one to another, if you have multiple accounts, it is a 3% fee. For example, in that example, I would have had to pay 3% fee to GSLifestyle to convert the equivalent in US that I had to get out the TT dollars, okay? That's why I said it may have made more sense if I took out a large amount than a small amount, but nevertheless, it's 3%, 2.5% if you have the aluminum to gold plated, or 2% if you have the solid gold. The higher the membership you have, the lower the fees in many of these cases, okay? The crypto wallet to wallet transfers is 1% across the board, plus blockchain fees. The blockchain fees are not under the control of GSLifestyle card. Their fee is 1%, but then of course, you have the blockchain, you have the Bitcoin and the other blockchain fees. And even these are low when compared to others, as some of our team members have explained. There is a small fee to transfer funds, to wire transfer from your account to another account, 3%. If you're stainless steel and above, it's 2%. If it's solid gold, it's 1% bank transfer fee, okay? If you need to transfer funds into the account with the starter, it's 0.5%, and all of the rest of the accounts, it's free. You can transfer funds into your account at no cost. Amazing. No additional bank cost, that is. No deposit fees. And if you were to transfer fiat from member to member, it is also at no cost. It is free. If you have the starter, which is again just a trial, it's 2%, but otherwise, with all the physical cards, it's free. The concierge service, as I said, this is like a butler service. If you want to look for goods, services, you'll shop on Amazon or you're shopping anywhere. You're looking for a product and you don't have the time to be searching all over the place. You can just type a little note to the concierge people and say, listen, I am looking for this product. I am looking for this clothes. I am looking for this shoe, which is size this and whatever. You give the specifications and they can find it for you. I've tried this myself. It is really awesome. In addition, you get travel discounts. I know we're in a lockdown situation right now, all right? But once the borders are open, if you want to travel to Jamaica, you want to travel to the US, to another country, you can actually search. And if you know about Travelocity or Expedia, this provides a similar service. You just put in the start date, the end date, and you do a search and you can find the different hotels, what prices they have, and you can select which one you want. This is, if, as I said, even though our borders are locked down, if you know persons in other countries, this is that type of service that they can have access to. And it all comes as part for that same 20 US per month. Amazing. And then this is another tool. This is what I'm going to mention last before going into the commissions. There are persons who say, what, how do I cover that 20 US per month? Even though, as I said, this is really a deal. Here's how you can get it covered. There are merchant instant cash rewards. There is a place where you can obtain gift cards. You can use these gift cards yourself or gift vouchers, or you can send it to someone else. And when you do, you get cash back. You get a percentage of the cost of the voucher back into your account. So if you had to spend, say, $1,000 in Amazon every month, right? Let's say you're doing a lot of shopping online, whatever your business is. If you were to purchase it directly, of course, that would be what you would normally pay anyway, and you still have to pay the 20. But if you were to purchase that gift voucher, that gift card, that you would get cash back, and that cash back can go towards the cost of your membership fee. So you get the stuff you were going to get anyway, plus you have the membership fee covered. It basically pays for itself. And you can get from 5% off as a basic to 10% off on aluminum, 10% cashback, 15% stainless steel, and so on, up to 15% off. So there are different ways the card can actually pay for itself, all right? And if you were to share with others, I just wanted to give you the highlight. There is a 9-level pay plan, right? I'm gonna go that into the next slide after this. The commissions that you get is not based on the price of the card in itself, because the card is not developed by GS Partners. The GS Partners has partnered with a supplier, as I mentioned before, to provide these cards. So GS Partners has to pay them for the service. So they cannot give commissions on the entire cost of the card. However, we get commissions on the profit of the card, the difference, all right? So the commissionable value, let's say for the $79 card, is $27. That means the commissions we get, if we were to get 18% commissions, which is our level 1, you'll get 18% of $27, all right? So, and the same would apply going down the line. These are the commissionable values that you can get. And you would notice at the bottom, for every point of sale or online transaction, 30 cents transaction fee. 30 cents transaction fee. Now, even outside of the commission out of this product, with normal debit cards, you do not get 30 cents transaction fee on those transactions. I have seen $1. I have seen €1. I have seen 1.5 euros transaction fees on other cards. This one, 30 cents. Can you imagine? And do you know how much of this 30 cents is taken by the company for profit? 2 cents. Sorry, not 2 cents. 3% of that 30 cents goes to the company. The rest goes to the field and commissions. And I'll give you an example of how that looks here, right? Let's say every transaction that someone may make, they pay that 30 cents transaction fee. If you invite a lot of people, if you help provide this tool to a lot of people, on your level 1, they get 18% of that 30 cents, right? Will give you, sorry, if 20 people pay 30 cents each, that will give you a total revenue of $6. 18% of that $6 will give you $1.08, all right? You get 18% on your level 1, 4% on your level 2, 3 on your level 3, and so on. And if you have this amount of people in your system that's using the card, you in your level 2, you're gonna get 72 cents for every swipe. In your level 3, if you have 180 partners, that's $54 total revenue. 3% of that is 162. You will get 162, but your level 2 will get 18% of that, and so on, right? Just thinking about that. So down to 9 levels, if you were to add up all of these percentages, 44% of all transactions is given to the field. This is essentially profit sharing, folks, right? So if you have less than 200,000 persons who all do one transaction on the same day, the revenue from that is $59,000, and you're gonna get $3,000 commission if everybody just does one transaction. And at this time, I just want to work on handing over back to Mr. Marlon Thorne to give you, because this would have given you a coverage of all that is possible with the card. And if you have any questions or clarifications, of course, you can then raise it. So Marlon, back to you.
Yes, Michael, just a quick question now. That slide, that's based on one transaction, right?
Based on one transaction.
Right.
If
now,
everyone sponsors just 3 persons, and they all, you sponsor 20 and they each sponsor at least 3 persons, and they only do one transaction. Yeah.
Now in the US, it's average that you know, people actually use their card about 6 times a day, you know, for various things, online, offline, so forth. So you basically saying that we could probably take these numbers and multiply it by 3 or 4 or 5 transactions a day per person.
That's right. Once they use it, of course, as stated, that the disclaimer is, of course, the results are based on these conditions being met, and it's not typical. But yes, these are the possibilities.
Possibilities. Okay,
Yep.
well, that's all entrepreneurs need, possibilities, right?
That's right.
All right. So thanks so much, Michael. I mean, you covered a lot of ground there. And what I want to do right now, you know, we like to make this call very, let me put back on my camera. Yeah. We like to make this call very practical, right? So you see, Michael's presentation was very applicable to Trinidad and Tobago. So, you know, I wanna invite someone who is really, really entrenched in the online space, being an online entrepreneur, cryptocurrency entrepreneur, Forex entrepreneur, gold entrepreneur for a while now. And I'd like Mr. Kina Bartholomew just to share a little bit of his experience with the card and with this whole GS Partners experience and GSLifestyle card experience. So Kina, floor is
Hey,
yours.
my brother, all them titles you're calling, I didn't know it was me you was talking about tonight. I just saw my Mr. Dalco coming on the call. All right, good evening, everyone. I'm really excited. I mean, I've been part of what we call, you know, the parent company and the whole collaboration with the leaders behind really putting this company together, which is formation from just about almost 10 years ago, 2011. And, you know, going into the digital space, you know, they launched gold-backed cryptocurrencies and so many things that you would find in the GS Partners back office. But as you would have heard from either Mr. Thorne or Mr. Aman, is that this card here that you see that I'm really excited about is a single product in the ecosystem. But it's a single product, stands alone by itself. You earn commissions for it. I am telling you personally, I would share this card here for free. Let me repeat that. I would share this card for free. That is the level of excitement because it solves major problems. It's a real solution, especially to us here. It solves problems internationally, but it solves most of the problems that we have moving monies around in the fiat space. I mean, this is not even about network marketing. This is not even about cryptocurrency. Just the services that this card has alone in the fiat space is mind-blowing. And then when you add onto that, the ability to access your cryptocurrency by the press of a few buttons, it makes the whole thing incredible. All right. Bigger than that is what I saw is that I have been doing some research over the last couple of months, really looking for a way to have a US account. All right. So because we doing business in the crypto space, you want to be able to liquidate money, send it to your US account. You want to be able to do certain things and make other investments and stuff like that. And when you really look at this from a holistic standpoint, it's the ability to have literally, you could say, a US, a Euro, a British account. It's like having an offshore account without having to, and especially right now the countries are closed, the borders are closed, without having to jump on a plane or even pay someone in the thousands, because there are people who offer these services. You don't have to leave your country. There are people that offer these services, but for you to even be able to access it, you had to pay thousands of dollars, and that's US. There are people who offer creating your accounts offline, offshore accounts, and those things where you can actually do business, make your business much more easier, but it would cost you thousands of dollars. It means that it would also cost you thousands of dollars in business to even cover the cost of creating the account. You can get one of these plastic cards as a non-GS Partners member, meaning that you're a member, but you don't have a package per se, because you're not really building what the GS Partners ecosystem is really offering. You're not interested in that. As we said, this is not about network marketing, not what you're into, and not even about getting involved in GS Partners business. This is just getting access to this, having a US, Euro, whatever account, and being able to transact and do business, liquidate your crypto, buy crypto, move money, is mind-blowing. So I just want to give you my little experience, so far, just less than 2 weeks. I'm not too sure how long the news was dropped, because I've been literally marking this. A lot of stuff, if you're locally and in the space, you would probably, some stuff came to you. At least maybe about 3 cards came to me. Hey, we have this card, you could liquidate crypto, we have this card, and high fees, high monthly fees, high everything, just the cost of the card and the service. More importantly, I would pay for those cards because I know they solve a problem. But the fees associated with even getting it does not match the value that the card is offering. So I know this was coming, and I waited patiently for months. For months, I waited patiently, and when Michael sent me that message saying that, Michael sent me that message saying, hey, Keena, we have just been approved. Now, me and Michael had a long conversation about this. I signed up for the package when I say, hey, bro, I can market this card. I mean, I don't have the card yet. We can't get the card, but I can probably market it outside because we have the challenges in the Caribbean too. I said, Michael, I can market this card. He said, of course, yes. I said, well, sign me up. I want a package. I bought a package. But the enthusiasm wasn't there. It's a different feeling when you could get it in your hand. And when he said, hey, the card ready, I went into the back office. I had to do all my KYC stuff. I bought the virtual card first. Then I bought the plastic card. I bought the aluminum card. I found that I could only have one membership, one subscription. Right? I was trying to get as much as I could get because I want to be able to bring experience to the people. I want to be able to say, I don't really, if you see me promoting something, I will not promote something that does not work, that doesn't add value to the space. So if I'm bringing it, it's because I use it. It's because it has been tested, it's proven it works. And I know for sure the leadership, the people behind it, they know how to make things work. And when you go to the parent company, I have been around the space in network marketing, quite a lot of cryptocurrency and Forex companies. And this card is just an affiliate, a payment card for the affiliate behind GS Partners. And I've seen companies through merchants like Paylution and Payoneer. If you know what those companies are, you can actually go and probably sign up for a card. And when you look at the parent company behind who created this card, you would see that this company is taking things to a next level. It's a high quality card that literally, I mean, the services alone, it's literally just, again, mind-blowing. So I logged into the back office. I was able to load from my local GMMB account. I was able to load 50 US just to test the platform to see that it works. So I saw the money went onto the platform. I was like, whew, a light bulb raised, because I know that is one of the banks that literally blocks you from doing cryptocurrency transactions. Anything Forex related. You can't even pay a subscription, which is like paying for education online. You can't even pay a subscription with one of the known Forex education companies here, not even the trade Forex. So it was an ease for me first to see that I was able to load money from my GMMB account straight to the platform. Then I was able to convert in under probably 2 minutes. I was able to convert my fiat US dollars worth into cryptocurrency. Now I didn't do it with just one cryptocurrency. I did it with three, just $50. So I bought $30 of Bitcoin. Then within the remaining $20, I bought $10. I bought $10 of Bitcoin Cash. And then I bought $5 of Litecoin. And that was mind blowing to me. I was like, you could buy $5 of cryptocurrency? I'm in this space for at least 3 years, and there aren't platforms that allow you to purchase. For someone who's new to the platform, new to crypto, and just want to test it out, I mean, for some people here locally, 100 US might be plenty money, 50 US might be plenty. So for the ability to be able to go on a site and purchase cryptocurrency with $5, that is also mind blowing. And to pay a fee of 10 cents is even more mind blowing, guys, because I paid 10 cents in fees to get $5 of cryptocurrency. If you're in cryptocurrency, you will know that that is crazy and unheard of. And then I was able to liquidate all the cryptocurrency, by the way, back from crypto into fiat by the snap of a finger. And then I also took that money, some of that money, and load it onto the card, because you have the card is a virtual system. I can load it onto the card. I loaded onto the card, and I was like, wow, I didn't even get the card yet. Now I got the card is deactivated because I told the company, I say, oh, let's send me the wrong card. I want the aluminum, right? Because I paid for both, right? This one was ordered for, so I had to cancel it, and then, you know, so this, it's on the way. I may get it tomorrow. It's very quick. And I'm telling you guys, I am a testimony to the service and the effectiveness of what this company is doing. I ordered this card on Tuesday. The card, I got a wake-up call on Friday. And then between sleep and wake, I'm feeling like, you know, like, why FedEx calling me? And then it just kind of hit me, because you say you will go and probably I could come and pick it up at the office. And then I said, FedEx, what I order? And then it hit me, I said, hey, don't tell me that card come already. Because in the back of it says 4 to 6 weeks. I've ordered stuff that take 2 weeks. So I know stuff, you know, if you're using FedEx, I expected at least 2 weeks, but not 3 days. And I went outside and saw a package. Look, my package here, right? I saw the guy giving me a package, and I was like, nah. I said, this thing come real fast. I took the guy number, kind of thing. And he said, boy, this was in customs for an entire day. For an entire day. So whilst the tracking number for the other card saying tomorrow, I expecting that I probably might get it Tuesday, right? But that is still fast, because the thing that the order that I put in for the new card was Saturday. So to get the card Monday or Tuesday, that is fast. And that is because the company has expedited free shipping. Usually if you go online and you click expedited shipping, you will see the cost to ship something on the fast train. It's expedited free shipping that comes in front of your door, right? One of the other key features I would tell you, so I can't wait to activate the new card and just really run some tests for you guys and put up some videos. But one of the key things that I think is really powerful, for especially people who has a lot of money within the crypto space secretly, and they want to just, you know, convert their money onto the crypto and have access to it, is that these things, it could slip out your wallet, it could slip out, you know, wherever it is. I mean, if we live in a place, you know, with COVID, people looking for opportunities. An opportunity might be you stand up flashing it, so doing a video, and a man pass and do so, and go on with it, right? Or a man walk in front of you and tell you, hey, I want your pin, and you had to give it to him because it might be life or death situation. But the services that we face here in Trinidad, the service by some of these professional institutions that offers these things, these plastic, when you call them, you on the line sometimes for close to an hour waiting for a service. You may be calling because maybe a transaction didn't go through, but that could be a call to say that I just lost my card, to deactivate it. And all your money can be wiped out. The thing about this is that you can log into your back office. Let's just say the person take your phone as well. You could log into your back office, all right? And you could literally move money off of your card in seconds. So you had 2,000 US on your card, you could offload that money back onto your virtual account. And for more peace of mind, if that doesn't give you all the peace of mind, you could just convert that money. You could then further convert that money again by in seconds. You could then convert that money, sell your US back for the crypto, or convert or transfer, trade back for crypto. Say money is now in crypto, and then remove it off the platform and send it to your own personal private blockchain account. Say money is, you're just feeling distraught, and you're going through, you're feeling emotionally wrecked, because somebody just hold you up gunpoint. You say, I don't want to do nothing with GS. I don't want nothing with thing. And this man have a card and I just want my money out. You can move your money back off your card, back to US, from US, back to crypto, send that money from crypto, from your GSLifestyle back office into your personal blockchain wallet, and you have full control of your money. Just like that. You have some money in a wallet right now, and you want to spend it. If you have this card, you want to use it, you want to buy something online, like Mr. Michael Amang would have said, you want to do some kind of transaction, you want to pay on a subscription, you want to send money to your Forex wallet, because there are some brokers that do not accept crypto. Some of the more solid Forex brokers, I would tell you, do not accept cryptocurrency transactions, right? Some of them are now adding it to their platform, but you have plenty cryptocurrency. But you're now diving into hard, solid Forex. You're trading on your own. You're learning all the time. You've been using some automated platform, but you want to trade on your own now. You could then convert your money, send it to your wallet, use your card. You have your digits in the back here, and load up your account with a 5,000 or 10,000 and fund your account and start trading immediately. Guys, this is going to be crazy.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kina Bartholomew. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I just we're gonna open up for questions in a couple of minutes. Just wanted to share something now. There's some people that might be saying, well, I don't have access to US right now. How do I get US into my account? And I'm not telling you to start a business, but check this out. If you have friends who routinely get money from the US, they have family members that send money to them, and they are totally reliant on Western Union and some of these exchanges to get the money from abroad, you could comfortably share with them that you can actually give them a better conversion than what they would get at Western Union. So basically, if I was to send $100 down to Michael in Trinidad and he goes to Western Union, they would give him about 5.9 TT for the per dollar that I would send to him, right? In this case, if you have friends, family members that routinely get money from the States, you can even offer them a rate that's better than Western Union. You can give them 6.5, okay? Just as in gratitude. But what essentially happens there, you are now would now be paying 6.5 TT for a US dollar, okay? So just let that sink in a little bit, all right? That puts you in a whole different category right there. And that's a way that you can easily fund your account with some US dollars by just reaching out to friends and family and let them know that you have a facility, and you'll be able to reward them even better than they would get in the commercial bank or at Western Union. All right? So let's open up the chat right now. I know there were questions that were popping in. So you have the ability to unmute yourself. So if you have a question, you can put your hand up or unmute yourself, just jump right in, and we'll see if our panel members can answer your questions for you. Don't be shy, now is your time. So you can unmute yourself, put your hand up. Let us know what you thought about the presentation if there are no questions. Michael, okay, so we have Holmes on the Galaxy. All right, unmute yourself. I saw your hand up. Wow, we got a really quiet group here. Michael, you think the folks are scared of us or what?
I don't know. Yeah, Krista is saying that she can't unmute. See, Shaq has his hand up.
Shaq.
Yeah.
Michael, you
Let's go ahead.
co-host. You.
Yep, go ahead, Shaq.
Yeah, hello, good night.
Hey, Shaq, how you doing?
I'm good. I just wanted a clarification towards the question in the previous Zoom, where Sharon then was talking about the maximum per ATM, like how we'll go about doing that.
All right, well, I'll let you.
I believe it was like, for example, FCB, the maximum you could take out is 3,000. Royal, the maximum is 2,500. So if you want to take away maximum of 7,000 for the day, we will be going from ATM to ATM until we reach our maximum.
Okay, so let me. I was the person that was going to answer that question, right?
Oops. Sorry. Apologies, Kina.
Yeah, that's right. So I was going to answer that question. So in my experience, there are ATMs that have limits, and that has to do with the cash reserve of that particular ATM. However, the real limits aren't really the ATM. The real limit is the bank. So for instance, if it is that you have a 3,000 USD per day with your banking institution, whether you go to a RBC, a RBL, FCB, or a Scotia ATM, once the money is available in that ATM, you will be able to withdraw 3,000 per day. If your limit is 1,000 per day, a next person with another account, a different type of account, they will be able to withdraw 1,000 max, regardless of what ATM you go to. However, in addition to that, the ATMs itself, the machine, the dispenser has a certain amount of bills that could come out, because the little thing that has come out can only hold so much bills. So it would have probably a limit of 2,500 per withdrawal. But if you have, for instance, a black card or something, and your limit is telling you that you can do 10,000 per day, you may just have to do 4 transactions of 2,500. Because I have went on ATM and withdraw, a decent amount, but I had to do a couple of transactions back to back, right? And I know of cards that would allow you to withdraw back to back. You don't have to go to FCB and a JMMB and this bank and that bank. So for instance, bringing it back to the GSLifestyle card, the limit on this card, which will be recorded in US dollars, is $1,500 per day. However, the withdrawal limit per transaction is 500 per transaction, but the total that you can withdraw per day is 1,500. So how much ever money that the ATM, let's just say, have, you can do a couple of withdrawals. Once you have the money on your card or on your account, you can do a couple of withdrawals right there, probably until the bank dispenser exceeds the amount that it could actually give you on that given day, because it's not just you alone withdrawing money, you would have other people withdrawing money as well. All right, that's supposed to answer the question.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot, Kina. We have some hands up. We're gonna take Alan Liban and then Ash. All right. So Alan, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah. Good night. Good night to the panel.
Good night.
It's information overload. That is real information to digest, my friend. But my friend, this is Internet 0.03, blockchain technology. And the education is great. The education is great. I want to say thanks for my leader, Michael Aman and Marlon Modest and Mr. Marlon Ton, and a whole amount of things taking place. And I want to encourage everybody who on the panel, continue to get your education. This is your season to get free, my friend, and free your friends and free your family. So that is my take there.
Wonderful. Thank you, brother. All right. And now we'll move to Ash. Ash, go ahead.
Hi, good night.
Good night.
I want to find out, could this card be used like a Visa card, like if you have to use it like during transactions, like paying for goods and services. Just like, for example, if I go into the grocery, Price Mart, if I had to buy some car parts, like that, could it be used in that instance?
All right, Michael, you can answer that.
Yep, anywhere that MasterCard is accepted, the card can be used. You would have seen in the video, I went to Red's, a place in Coquille, right? And I bought lunch for someone. I went to Massey stores today. Actually, Massey was my first transaction, but I couldn't record on my phone. And I have the receipt. I went to JTA. Anywhere that you can swipe a card that accepts MasterCard, you can use it. To buy car parts, the grocery, put gas in your car, you can use this card.
Oh, okay. Then to the chat late, so I probably had missed that. One more thing. Could what was it? Was that? The fees and stuff like that. Is there any site we could go to like look back at the fees, like for the presentation you were given?
Mm-hmm. All right, that's a good question. So when you log into the account, right, and you click on the order card, you will see the fee structure in there. There is another place you can go and get the same fee structure that I had. That website is goldstandardwebinar.com. When you scroll on the page, you will see the GSLifestyle card, and there is a PDF. That PDF is what you would have seen in the presentation on that slide. So
Okay.
goldstandardwebinar.com.
Goldstandardwebinar.com.
One word, goldstandardwebinar.com, correct.
And this is where we could sign up for the card and stuff.
To sign up for the card, you would have to go to who invited you to come on the call, right, and ask them for their GS partners. Yeah, well, if it's Sharon, well, you're in great hands. Sharon has excellent hands. Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it.
I've seen them personally. She has great, yeah, so you're in great hands.
You know, I just wanted to share, there's one thing with having a debit card, and there's one thing with having a global debit card, right? So we actually are getting a global MasterCard. Now, sometimes with some cards, when you travel, if you don't inform the bank where you're going and how long you're going to be there and all that kind of stuff, you could be really embarrassed. You make a purchase or you think you're doing a transaction, and before you know it, it's blocked because you didn't inform them that you left St. Vincent and went to St. Lucia, right? I had a global MasterCard with another company, and this is one trip. I did it in connection. So I left here in Georgia, went to New York, used the card, went from New York to London, used the card, went from London to Istanbul, used the card, went from Istanbul to Cape Town, South Africa, used the card, went from Cape Town, South Africa to Kenya, back to Istanbul, back to London, back to the US, used the card right through the trip and wasn't blocked once. Didn't get a text saying, hey, where you at? Who's using this card in all these countries? That's the power of a global MasterCard. So I saw in one of the chats, someone was saying, this is freedom. We are really, really talking about freedom here in terms of what this card is able to present for you. All right. The digital director, I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself. I see you have your hand raised. So go ahead.
Hey, good night, Marlon. Good night, Michael. Good night, Kina. Good night to the entire panel. Wonderful job, Michael, as always. Love the videos. Definitely sharing this opportunity with a lot of folks and providing that solution to them. My question tonight for you guys is with respects to using the card at merchants. If you have cryptocurrency on the card, is it that the cryptocurrency is going to automatically be used when you swipe the card, or do you have to manually sell your cryptocurrency to fiat and then place it onto the card?
Okay, right, that's a good question. The card, what we have is really an account. The account is fiat, the card is fiat. The card is is denominated in US dollars. But you can click on the card from your back office, and you can top up directly from either your US account or your crypto account. You do not have to convert your crypto from, let's say, Bitcoin to the US account and then from the US account to load it to your card. You can top up your card directly from the crypto account, right? So, but if you have crypto in your account, but you didn't transfer any to your card, you have to transfer to your card how much you need to use, because the grocery store, they don't take Bitcoin. They have to take cash. They have to take fiat. So you would need to transfer to the card how much you need to use in advance. And yes, you can then use it in any merchant.
Hey, thanks a lot for that answer. That really helped out with that question.
Okay,
right.
you're welcome.
Good job, guys.
Thanks
a lot. Patrick Roberts, I know you had some questions before, and you hang in there with this other call. So I'm gonna let you ask a question. One question, because we still have a couple of people that are waiting. Okay. All right. Go ahead,
Okay.
Patrick.
Yes, I came in a bit late on the last call because of the numbers online. So I
Okay.
decided to come in on this call as well.
Sure.
Now, is it that the payment of $79 minimum must be made before going through KYC?
All right. Okay. Good question. So let me deal with the KYC part of it, right? There are two companies we're dealing with. For auditing reasons, every time you're obtaining a financial service or product from a company, you would have to do KYC, right? So when you register for GS Partners, before you can place an order, you would need to do a KYC on GS Partners. But it is really, really not difficult. It's just one form of ID and a selfie holding the ID. That's it, right? You load that, you get approved, then you'll be able to purchase the card. Of course, you load your 79 US worth of crypto in the GS Partners Bitcoin wallet or Ethereum wallet, whichever you fancy, and then you order the card. When you order the card now, you will then be directed to log into the GSLifestyle account. And when you're registering for the GSLifestyle account, of course, you fill in your address and everything. It's that company, you do your KYC. But that KYC, you don't even need to load fine pictures on your phone or anything. For Trinidad and Tobago, all you need to have is your passport, one form of ID. Not job letter,
driver's permit,
and all that
will a
stuff.
driver's permit work?
But when I was registering, and I don't know, Kina can back me up on this, when I was registering, the forms of ID that was available was just the passport, right? I don't know if when Kina was doing it, if he saw driver's permit or ID, but only passport was asked for when I was doing my registration. Kina, you had seen more than passport?
So it was just passport as well. I did ask the support if they can probably add something else. They said, they will see, but it's just passport for now. Just to add to that, the verification process is very simple, even though I stay up all night trying to get it done. I was actually just, if you know, when you open a page like this, you would see the first part, which covers your picture and everything. So this is the book. And then you will have this page that seems to have nothing. So I keep sending them the picture of the bottom half. But what they wanted was the picture of the entire thing, making sure that the four edges, the four corner is clear in the picture and properly focused. And then the picture went through. So if you're having any challenge, just to clear that up, just make sure and take a picture of the full passport when you open it. Right? But so far it's just passport for now.
So then it may be a challenge, for instance, if I do not have my passport, if one doesn't have a passport, he may not be able to get the card?
At this time, yes. I understand, as Kina said, they're actually working on others. Somebody told me that when they were registering, they saw more than one. So I don't know if it has changed since then.
It was me, Mike.
Yes, you saw, yes, so
I
Sweeney,
saw the national ID, passport, and driver's permit.
this is on the...
It's correct.
This is on the
And the GS Partners.
Oh, no, okay, not GS Partners we're talking about. GS Partners, you can do it all of those three. But when you're registering on GSLifestyle, the KYC for now is just passport.
Yeah.
So if somebody, so you're correct. If somebody does not have a passport, they may be at disadvantage at this time. So they could apply for one or wait to see if the company adds the other forms. That would have to be part of probably the terms they remember the company had taken about 2 or 3 months working with the local authorities to try to get approval for the card to be launched. And that was the form of ID that the FIU gave them approval to use for now. So if they get into put in the other forms, that would be so, but that is out of the company's hands.
Okay, so one last question. So
Yeah.
then would one be able to just register for the virtual card then without if they do not have a passport?
Any of the services offered by the company would require that KYC. And yes, so if they don't have the passport, they would not be able to, unfortunately.
Thanks
It is
a
what
lot.
it is. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent questions. Excellent question. I just want to add by saying that just to give people some peace of mind, the new passport that we have to apply for, my own, I've been delaying it for probably over a year. And I had to do some business online, which also another site that only requires passport. And I said, I have to get this thing. And I did get that passport very, very quickly. I got my date quickly. I went and I do this stuff. And in under a week, the passport was delivered to my door by TT Post. Right? The service right now, it's very, very quick. And it was mind-blowing to me. So it's
amazing.
Just go sign up for it. You just have to pay for, you only go to TT Post, you have to go and pay for I think it's $30 for the thing that is put in the little plastic thing. And you go into the passport office with all those things and you pay, right? And they do not accept cash. You have to have a card, at least a debit card. And in a few days' time, you can expect to get your passport. And I'm not the only person that experienced that. It's very, very quick.
Okay. I want to ask one question. There might be some people on the call who are not necessarily in the crypto space, so they don't have access to cryptocurrency because some of the cards, the level of cards, you have to pay for it in cryptocurrency, right? Either Bitcoin or Ethereum. Are there facilities? Do you guys know of people? Are you connected to people who might be able to help, some of your team members obtain the cryptocurrency that they may need to get the cards?
Yes, we do. Kina would know persons, I would know persons. But I just want to answer that in one of two ways. Sharon would know persons as well. But one of the things about the onboarding for this card, you don't necessarily have to have crypto in advance to order the card. There is a facility for the starter card. If you order the starter card, there's an option where you can actually just load, if you have an existing credit or debit card, like the 10 US, you can pay for it with connecting your local card. I think, that's what you had done, right?
That's what I did, yeah. I paid for it with my GMMB card.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you can actually start with the starter card. And I have a friend here from the US, Miss Nikki Knox. Nikki, the card, the starter card has a one-time load limit of how much is it?
$5,000.
5,000 US, okay?
Yes.
Right. So you can start off with that starter card and have a one-time load limit of 5,000 US. So, and that's a $10 card with no monthly fee. So you could do a lot of damage with that.
That's what the clarity, Marlon. The account. So remember, Michael keeps saying there's an account.
Yeah.
For anything else. So the account, when you purchase the starter subscription, the account can be loaded with $5,000, but the starter card has a limit of 200 US. So what you can use on the card at any given time is 200 US. The card, so that's the virtual card. The card above that, which is the plastic, is 500,000. The virtual card is 200 US, but the account you can load it with $5,000.
Well, I'll let Nikki clarify on that a little bit because they did make some changes to what was put out initially. So Nikki, you want to clarify on that a little bit with the starter card? Just give us some clarification.
Now, when you were saying the $200, you was talking about being able to actually use it to purchase anything? Kina.
Oh, there's a question. Yes, what you can load on the virtual card is 200 US at any given time, but on the account, because remember you have a US account. When you sign up to GSLifestyle, you get a US account. So on the account can be loaded with 5,000, but on the card, you can load from your account to your card 200 US.
Well, there's not an actual, you just have the e-wallet on there for that. and you use it, you can load up to $5,000 and you're able to use it to do whatever you want to do. I loaded on a training. I loaded, I think $2,000 on there, and I purchased $2,000 worth of Bitcoin.
Right, but so from the account, you can purchase Bitcoin, you can move from Bitcoin to cryptocurrency. But if you were going to, let's just say, shop online, which is you're going to use the service of the card itself now. If you're going to,
Oh, you talking about the online services for
That's
the
right.
card?
The
That's
online
the
card,
purchasing.
yes.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
the purchasing amount for the other things you may be able to do, but you can actually load from a card from the outside onto
Yeah.
the account. Yeah, up to
Yeah.
5,000, because before it wasn't that much that you could load on there.
okay, understand.
All right. Thank you, Nikki.
You're welcome.
Welcome to Trinidad.
I love it.
All right. Wayne Ambrose. Go ahead. You can unmute yourself. Wayne Ambrose, your hand is up. You can unmute yourself. If not, Shaq, I'm going to come back to you. Okay. Donna May, you can unmute yourself. You see, okay, go ahead.
I'm not sure how to ask the question, but what happened is that when I started the registration, I did the KYC, I was approved. But when I do the two-step authentication, I forgot to take a copy of the key, the secret key. So that I think if I lost my phone or anything else, so will I have to register over or say somewhere else I could do that?
This is a 2FA for GS Partners or for
Yes.
GSLifestyle?
I'm not sure which one is the first step before I could get the card.
Okay. Michael, you wanna help out with that?
All right, so yeah, that I preach that every time I talk about 2FA, and I know you missed it, but I'm just again re-emphasizing to everyone, it doesn't matter which platform you use, and there are many platforms that allow you to use 2FA, even Facebook, you can do 2FA for Facebook. Always make sure to make a copy of that recovery code, or even take a snapshot of the QR code screen, right? Because if there's anything that happens to your phone, then you would not be able to get into that account. Now, if you have a centralized service, in this case with GS Partners, right? You did not make a copy of your recovery code. So that means that you can, it's working, you can get in your account, but your concern is if anything happens to your phone, how are you gonna get out of it? Because you can access the account, you can actually go in and disable the 2FA account and then re-enable it. Okay. So if you didn't get a chance to record it, disable it, and when you choose to re-enable it, make sure to copy that recovery code.
Okay,
right?
thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Okay, Shaq, you have another question?
Yes, good night, fellas. Again.
Good night.
So I'm gonna ask this question with an example, right? So let's say I'm a Forex trader, and for the month, let's say I make 150 US, right? And let me say here in Trinidad, I want to buy some land that is worth like 900,000 TT, right? So can I withdraw the money from my trading account, have it on my GS account, send it to my bank account here in Republic Bank, whichever bank, and like write a check and purchase the land? Can I do that?
Quick answer, yes.
Yeah? Well, still it. Okay.
Mike?
Thanks.
Mike?
Yes.
Can I add something onto that?
Go ahead.
Since I deal with the banking arena, any fund that you transfer into Trinidad and Tobago, regardless of where the source is, once it's over 20,000 TT dollars, you have to first provide a source of funds. And you must supply a statement as to how you derive that money. So the better option is, if you are buying something like land, you speak with the person, the seller, they will speak to the attorneys who most likely have offshore accounts. Most attorneys have holding accounts, which they call the escrow account, and you can transfer to the attorney directly. You don't need to take it to the bank. Now, the attorney will also ask you for a source of funds, and you just have to say, ensure that you do not, it must not be implicated or anything to do with cryptocurrency, but it can be related to trading. So you won't have any problem, which is the profits you derive from the trading, right? Been there, done that.
Much appreciated on that guidance, Sharon. Thank you.
Yeah, add a little bit to that.
I am educated.
Yeah, add a little bit to that. All right. So here's this, right? I did not hear the question fully, but I believe that he's trading forex and he wants to purchase a house, right? Which is the end result. You have an account that is a US account, right? You can send money to that account and from that account, meaning that you can take money from that account and send it to a third party who does not have a GSLifestyle membership. Someone who does not have a GSLifestyle membership can also send money, which is a third party, can also send money to you. So there are the routing information inside of your GSLifestyle back office that you can then put into the brokerage account back office, right? Whether it's FX Choice or LMFX or whatever brokerage company that you're using, you can input your routing information into your back office of your trading account and withdraw that money straight to your GSLifestyle account. That money is now accessible to you, whether you wanted it in crypto, whether you want to convert it to another cryptocurrency, whether you want to have it on your card. So it's not really touching local soil, it's already touching the bank. You have that money here, or you can say, listen, I have that money, it's in my account, and you can send that money straight to the seller. So you're purchasing a property, you're sending that money to the seller. The seller will then have to deal with the paperwork with their lawyers and whatnot, which more than likely the escrow and stuff will be kind of null and void because they won't really need an escrow. They will have to, if they're using an escrow, will be just you sending the money to the lawyer to say, well, I am receiving this money, because you will have to, let's just say, make a down payment. So if it's 10% or whatever it is, so you're really sending that portion of the money to the lawyer to say, well, here's the money is being held in escrow, I've made my down payment, and the land start doing the paperwork. But in terms of the money coming to your account, they say, well, you have to show proof of where the money come from, how the money was acquired. That money is not really hitting your JMMB, your FCB, your Scotia, your RBC, your RBT. That money is not hitting any of your local accounts. That money is going straight from your GS account, US account that is, and it's going straight to the seller of the piece of land. Once the deal is closed, after, of course, you paid your down payment.
All right, wonderful. All right, so
yeah, one thing I could just maybe add on that. Get this seller a GSLifestyle card himself. You can just send the funds straight to him.
Get this money in US, which you will
free.
Man. But guys, when you are buying, now I do mortgages.
Okay.
And I know persons who went through this channel with trading already and buying land cash, right? 4 million, 5 million cash. When you are doing any form of asset purchasing, especially where it pertains to land, it's important to do a search, a name search. I had a client who went through a name search and there were 4 different owners. It was really cleared. It took me 9 months, almost a year, to clear that land, and the person paid down their money already. Don't ever give your money directly to a buyer or a seller. Give it to the attorney. Let your attorney deal with that other attorney. They hold the money privately for you. The bank doesn't know anything about that. All they want is an excuse or a reason so that they can put that in their accounts for their auditors. So the auditor will say, why Michael Aman put $5 million in your account? Where did he get it from? Michael Aman got it from trading sources, profits he derived. Good, that is okay, that is acceptable by central bank. Michael Aman will not be asked to do anything further. And all has to change hands now is the deed. So we have to be very, very careful, because I have had people who went on their own and did this and they got stuck for a whole year. All right? But it can be done with the GSLifestyle card. You just have to ensure how you do it.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. All right, so we're going to entertain a couple more questions. I see Wayne Ambrose has his hand up. So we're gonna ask him to unmute. Wayne, if you're still there, you can unmute. If not, we'll take one more question from Patrick Roberts, and we're gonna call it a night. Patrick, you have another question?
Sorry, no, my hand probably was up in error, but no, I had no.
Oh, okay. All right, Matthew, this is your chance.
Good night,
go ahead.
everyone.
Good night.
My question, just want to reiterate what Ms. Sharon was saying, right? Limit for transferring is without being flagged is 20,000. Without your account being flagged now, from your GSLifestyle card to your local bank account, the limit is 20,000.
Correct. The Anti-Money Laundering Act requires you to complete a source of funds if it's anything over 20,000. But you also have to bear in mind, if your account is accustomed receiving only a salary of $3,000, and all of a sudden you start to receive large sums, once it's over 10,000, they could also ask you to come in and fill in with a source of funds. These things, if you're in Team Eagle, we share these things, so I could share it with you thereafter.
All right, so is it 20,000 a day or?
20,000 regardless, every transaction, every single transaction, not a lump sum, not a cumulative amount. Each transaction, once it's going, we have people here who sell Bitcoin. We withdraw Bitcoins in the thousands every week. So sometimes somebody sells 5,000 Bitcoin to one individual. That person, that's $40,500. That person cannot direct, and we do all our transactions online. That person cannot send that full 40,000 to the person who is selling in one go. They have to split it up. I recommend in odd figures, under 20,000, different banks. All right? We don't like to do cash because it's not safe. Right?
In multiple counselors, there is safety.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we've had a long evening in tonight, and I want to thank you. We're still at 75 people on this call, so there is tremendous interest in what we're talking about. We were joined by some of our friends in the United States also, Miss Nikki Knox, and there are a number of other people that were on this call from the United States that tuned in, so we kind of bringing the family together. And what we encourage you to do is, these opportunities, it sounds like a cliche, once in a lifetime, but this opportunity is definitely overdue for Trinidad and Tobago, and it's giving us a level of freedom and flexibility that we never had before. So we want you to get immediately with the person that invited you to the call. You see some of the leaders here, Mr. Michael Aman, Sharon Paris, who initiated this call, Ms. Anika Nash, who also has a growing team here in Trinidad, Mr. Kina Bartholomew, and all the contributors to the call this evening. We want to get in touch with them right away. Let them step you through, give you the information, how to get their link so you can sign up for your GS partners and order your GSLifestyle card right away. Okay, so we are just beginning. And remember, think global, folks. It's a global MasterCard. And there are people all over the world. There are unbanked people all over the world who are looking for solutions to their financial situation and their financial straitjackets that they're in. And the GSLifestyle card is designed to do that. All right. So we're going to close. My sponsor, Mr. Eric Toure Mohammed, you want to say some closing remarks to the brethren here in Trinidad and Tobago, rest of the Caribbean, and also in the United States? If you're still on, just say some parting words. You can unmute yourself. If not, you may have sign on another call. But if not, we're going to call it evening. And I want to thank you guys so much for hanging in. We've been here since what time, Mike? 6 o'clock?
Since 6, yeah, that's right.
Right, and we actually did 2 calls. This is our second call, back to back.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. You're a blessing.
You are a blessing, Sharon. Without you, this wouldn't have happened.
The sweetest rose of Sharon.
All right, folks. Michael, give us some music. Give us some music. Let us go out with something nice, and we have to schedule another one, Sharon.
Tuesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. and next week Sunday at 6 p.m. Next week Sunday, I have a lot of business people coming on. So if you put that on early, they're going to be on.
All right, so we'll get that information out, and make sure everybody's time is connected.
Okay, great.
All right, blessings.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Kina.
Blessings, my brother.
I'll leave it, everybody.